Hey there, Internet! Thank you for joining me right here in the middle of a realization that I've been making YouTube videos for almost a full 7 years. That's over a quarter of my life. Almost a third of my life, in fact. Holy cow. So I've come upon this realization because I've been in the midst of a large overhaul of my personal website, as I mentioned, as well as the creation of something that I will share at the end of this video that I'm very, very excited about. For both of these projects, I've had to write up some descriptions of myself and my channel, and that has forced me to realize that I started doing this in May of 2012 after I graduated from high school. We're at the end of April of 2019. Again, for those of you not great with calendrical math, that's almost 7 full years. Sidebar, I love the word calendrical. I once had several people challenge me on the fact that it might not be a real word. I'm pretty sure it is, and even if it's not, it makes sense and I love it. Basically the new Shakespeare. That's not the point. Also, I'm not at all. But you could call me Johnny Bardlow. Get it? Because he's the Bard, the Globe, Stratford-upon-Avon, Billy Shakes. Anyway, as part of this realization, I've been doing a lot of thinking about why and how I'm still doing this. Because as you know, as well as I do, it's not been the easiest at times. I've gone through very open breakdowns live on video for the whole internet to see. But the fact of the matter is, this is something I care a lot about. It's something that I think is important. It's something that I love doing. And so my philosophy from the very beginning has pretty much just been keep on trucking. Even when I didn't really know how or why to keep going, my priority was to keep on going regardless and then hopefully figure out along the way. Just keep on trucking. Push through, maybe you'll figure it out, but for the time being, it's a duty, it's a checklist item, just do it. And to be fair, I actually think that's worked out surprisingly well. After all, I'm still here. My video quality, I think, is better than ever. I'm enjoying it more than ever. I think I'm getting more done on a regular basis with my regular life and my job, and also this, and also wedding videos, and 1,000 other things like, you know, like you do in your mid-20s. But I've realized that just keep on trucking isn't quite an accurate phrase, because you gotta turn sometimes, and I think the common idiom sort of precludes that adaptation aspect that is so crucial to the success of any project, and especially this one. The fact of the matter is that while I am still doing Life Unedited in Small Bar 2012, it's a vastly different thing than it was 7 years ago. Back then it was a lot more fact-driven and topical and really truly bizarre, and I tried to be as weird as possible to try and make people laugh and like the show. Nowadays, I primarily focus on sharing my life, and yes, that has to do with things I'm learning and things that are happening in the world, but it's much more what are my thoughts on those things and how can I share them to you to help you think about them. I used to care a ton about funny sound effects and funny graphics and blah, 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 blah. Now I'm much more focused on, you know, dialing in camera settings and sort of doing the pre-pro side. I've got some fun rim lights going on behind me in case you can't tell with the highlights on my hair. I like to explore how to make it look really nice in camera and then maybe add a few layers of polish at the end, but it's not that super rambunctious YouTube style that is all the rage right now and has always been all the rage on YouTube, I think. I've dabbled with music, I've dabbled with no music, I've dabbled with scripting, I've dabbled with not scripting, I've dabbled with working with other people. It has not worked out well, so I've mostly just done things on my own. I've switched up what day of the week, I've switched up what shows I'm doing, I've switched up whether I make them really long or really short, I've switched up how often I edit, I've switched up so many things in pursuit of just keeping on trucking. Been a lot of steering along the way. And I guess my point in all this is to encourage you that if you're in the midst of a project like this, a project which has no discernible end and you're not quite sure why you might be doing it, but you've sort of made yourself keep doing it, don't be afraid to adapt. I can be pretty confident in saying that your first idea of what a thing will be is not going to be the best version of that thing. That's just not how humans work. We learn, we adapt, we add on, we subtract, and when we're done, when we can look at it and say, okay, this is it, that's when you know. It's not until you've gotten to the destination that you really knew why you were steering and why your foot was held to the floor on the accelerator the whole time. Am I carrying this metaphor on too long? I think I might be. Sorry. All of this brings me to the teased reveal that I'm sure you've all been anxiously awaiting with bated breath and all manner of other idioms. I started a Patreon page. It's something that I've been intending to do for literally about 2 years, and I've been slowly brainstorming and working on it at times. But in just the past couple weeks, I actually had someone comment on one of the videos, is there any way for us to directly support your channel? And I realized, why not just do this? Why not pull the trigger? Why not steer in that direction and see where the road takes me? Because I don't know. I haven't known the whole time. So if you're interested, I've I've made a video all about my Patreon page and what it offers you and what it does for me. You can click up here or the link down in the description to check that out. I would be overwhelmingly excited and thankful if you would consider supporting me. That would just be wonderful. But I don't want to weigh down this video with a whole bunch of that. It's all over there, down there. Like I said, check it out. I don't know where the road's taking me. I hope the destination's cool, but I'm definitely enjoying the journey nonetheless. Metaphor over. I'll see you guys next week. Deuces.